So time management is kind of a funny thing when you think about it. A lot of people want to be successful and financially wealthy so that they can do a lot of things they can't afford to do, as well as just have a lot of free time. I think because I always assumed being rich would be fun because you don't have to go to work or you don't have to go to school. You could just do what you want all day and have fun, which you could, but it's how you choose to have that fun is what makes it enjoyable. Because if you have literally nothing to do all day, that is a wasteless day and a boring day. And I feel like that was low key worse than not having money. Because imagine getting to a point where you don't have to do nothing at all. I always wondered why all these super wealthy people still run companies and are still investing and doing all these other things when they can very well retire comfortably and be completely fine, and why these athletes be so old and still in the league and playing sports and stuff when they can enjoy time with their families. Because once you build that lifestyle of just constantly working and taking your time to build in something, to just have that all took away would it just would leave you with kind of like an empty void, I think. And I've been doing a lot of reflecting on it because I'm looking at myself and I'm using myself as an example. With the whole videos and stuff. I haven't made a video in like the past couple days, probably like 5 days, which is like one of the longest breaks I've ever took. I've always posted a video at least once a week. I've never not posted in an entire week. So this is closest to the longest I've gone in a very, very long time. And in that 5 days of not posting or doing nothing, I just had all this time to literally just not do nothing. Like I just had a whole bunch of free time, and it kind of felt like unsettling knowing that what else am I supposed to do? Like, I was watching movies, I was going out getting food, I was playing basketball, enjoying time with friends, and that's all stuff that matters. That's all stuff that's good to do with moderation. When I used to do that for like every single day before I had like some form of connection to what I'm doing now, like, making content and doing it as a passion. Before it became a passion, it was a hobby at first. So I could be comfortable with making one video a day or one video every couple months. Like, I was cool with that because it was whatever. But now that like it's more of like a passion, it's kind of like you want to do it. So when you're not doing it, it kind of feels like you're skipping out on something. It's kind of like working out. Like, you're supposed to work out. Some days you don't want to, and then you don't. But then on the days when you doing it and you want to hit the gym, you feel real motivated and pumped. That's how I feel making videos. I don't like to force any of them though. So if I don't have a creative tuition or like thought process to like, let me go record a video, I don't want to just hop on here and make anything. There's been plenty of videos I tried to record and I didn't like how it sounded or it came out, so I just deleted it. But yeah, I don't try to force nothing. I just let it come naturally. But it's funny because that's what I'm going back to the time management thing. It's funny because just my biggest, not really a fear, but concern. I talked to my friend about this earlier today. I told him the same exact thing I'm about to tell y'all. My biggest concern was that, like, okay, if you want to do content as a job, that's cool. Whatever your passion is, basketball, you're a business major, entrepreneurship, whatever you do, let's say you want to do it and you become successful in it and you make a living off of it to where you can live comfortable, or not even, you just well off, or whatever. You've succeeded. You've done what you wanted to do. You've achieved what you want to do in life. You've achieved all of your goals that you wanted to do. Let's say you do that. You make it to the finish line, so they say. There is no deeper meaning, honestly, in living. Not saying that that's bad, but it's what you choose to make it. So it's the little things that matter. So the little things are what matter, but the little things can't be appreciated until like the bigger picture is accomplished. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like, going out and smelling the leaves and seeing the sun, those are all things we take for granted because who cares about that? We got bills to pay, we got family to take care of, all that other stuff, right? But let's say you get to a point where you do that, you accomplish that, take care of your family, whatever, did all your dreams, goals, you're the biggest artist, musician, whatever you want to do, best painter. My biggest concern is that there's going to be like an empty void. The void I was talking about when you have all that free time. Yeah, you did everything, you accomplished all the goals you wanted, you finally did what you wanted to achieve. What's the next step? Like, what's the next step from there? Because I don't think a lot of us think that far into the future. We're thinking more of in the short term, I want to achieve these goals. But we never think of what we're going to do once we get past that finish line. So now you achieve that goal, you have to make another one. Life never really stops, it just continues to go. We just have different goals that we continue to make. And everyone thinks, oh, I'll be happy when I get this, and they never are. You might be happy for a couple months, couple weeks, depending on what the goal was. But once you overall achieve it, that level of happiness becomes the new norm for you. So people always talk about, broke people always talk about wanting money. Rich people don't talk about that because they're rich. They've been rich for years or however long they've been rich for. It's not new to them. They want other stuff that they don't have. So it's like, that's why I try not to put too much value into money, because I know it's not the end all be all. And once you get it, after wanting it for so long, you won't have nothing else to want to chase. So I'm trying to learn to enjoy the little things now, because that's the only thing that won't ever be taken away from you. Every other goal that you accomplish, you can achieve. Like, let's say you want to learn a new skill, a new whatever. Whether it's financially based or anything it is, you can achieve those goals. But you can't, you'll never be able to achieve the little things like walking and enjoying the sunlight, talking to family and friends, stuff like that. Just the little things. So I'm trying to be more appreciative of those and not focus too much on the goals, because goals will eventually be achieved. No matter how long the time takes to break them, they will be achieved. So I'm not really focused on that. But I'm making this video because it's really more about the time management aspect of just all that free time and how to handle it. A lot of us don't really have that free time, and if we did, there's all these things that we'd want to do, but that stuff would easily die out. What I told to my friend, the example I used was like rich people, like when you go to Dubai or jet skiing or whatever rich people do to have fun. At a point in time, that becomes their norm, and it's just like, that's boring. Like, no one's trying to do the same thing every single day. Like, not to mention, when you get to a level financially, I'm assuming, unless you make other financial wealthy friends, if you're the only one in your circle to ever get to that point, now it's like you have this freedom that everyone else doesn't have, and it sucks to like know that you can't enjoy it with nobody else. But based on your level of wealth, I guess you could technically like buy them stuff too and take them with you. But you know what I'm trying to say, like it's just all over the place. Not to mention, I just never picture like the end goal. Like, I feel like right now, and I can admit that I like the feeling of chasing. Like, I like this feeling of grinding and not being where you are and knowing you can still get there or try to figure out how to get there. It's kind of like when you're playing a game, like a real good, like, it might sound weird, but I always enjoyed struggling the challenge versus achieving the goal. Like, there's an amazing quote. Dang, I'm stuttering. There's an amazing quote. I can't remember exactly who said it, but he said, "I hate losing more than I love winning," and I agree 100%. And basically, what that means is the feeling of losing feels worse than the success of winning feels good. So basically, like the goals and dreams and stuff that you want to achieve, that high you get from chasing it and getting a step closer, like, oh, I'm not there yet. I failed. Let me learn how to maneuver around this obstacle. Oh, I finally maneuvered around and accomplished this goal and did that after breaking through a barrier. That feels way better than sitting at the top of the hill. So I kind of want to take my time with getting there. I just want to enjoy the process of going to that hill, because I know eventually one day when I do get there, I'll have all that time, like I said earlier, and it'll just be an empty void, and I just want to enjoy the now and not look so much into the future. Because like I said, we don't really predict what we're going to do when we get to the top of that hill. We just want to get there. So maybe this video really just open your eyes on the perspective of not trying to necessarily have all that free time and achieve all those goals super quickly, because once you get them, you got them. Because the plan is to get them and not lose them. So unless you plan on getting there quickly and losing it all, that's cool. But if it takes you forever to get there, but you get to cling on and hang on to it, that's the end goal, is to get there and not lose it. So based off the longevity you want, I'd say don't be rushing too quick. Don't be in a rush. Take your time. You know, you're going to get there eventually. But yeah, just think more about not the stuff exactly, like the goals you want to achieve, but more of the little things in life that you can't replicate or you can't replace, because you're going to need to lean on those more often when you do achieve everything you're trying to get in the now. That's pretty much it. If you guys make this fun video, like, comment, subscribe. I go live on Twitch. I play the game, react to videos, and also make having little talk heads and stuff like this. So if you want to see all that live, links in the bottom description. Appreciate you guys again. Stay safe, stay blessed, keep guiding you guys' lives. And catch you guys next upload.